There's a reason that we've been talking about the coronavirus for over a month now, as we didn't feel the US markets reflected the true risk that this virus can bring. And now, as we're shooting this video here Monday morning, there's a huge sell-off occurring and essentially wiping out all of the gains so far for 2020.
I want to start off by going over the returns in the markets from last week, and then I'm going to touch on exactly what's happening right now as of Monday morning. So the SP 500, the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ were all down over 1% last week, with most of those losses coming on Friday. And the Russell 2000 was down about 0.5%. Foreign and emerging market stocks were also down last week, with foreign stocks down about 1%, and emerging market stocks were down about 1.5%. Now, as we're shooting this video, it's Monday morning right before the open, and it looks like all of the major indexes that we're tracking are going to open up down about 3%. And that means that the Dow Jones and the Russell 2000 are set to open up negative for the year, while the SP 500 is going to be relatively flat, and the NASDAQ is the only major US market that's still holding on to a few percentage gains on the year. Now, the other big story is that foreign emerging markets were both already down over 1%. So now, with both of them being down over 3% as well, we're seeing losses in foreign markets of about 5%, while emerging markets, as of the open on Monday morning, are going to be down close to 8%. We're looking at a chart of the S&P 500 this morning, and this chart was taken after the open at 9:30, which is reflecting the sell-off here right at the open Monday morning. Now, we're focusing on the right side of the chart at the blue line, and you can see in December of 2019, the S&P 500 broke out, and then a textbook backtest happened in January of 2020 with a strong rebound right into last week. Now, as I mentioned, as we're shooting this video, and the S&P 500 is down about 3% at the open on Monday morning, right at an important support level, which is the blue line, right around that 3220 zone. We're hoping to see another backtest with a rebound higher out of the S&P 500. But if the S&P 500 breaks down below that blue line, that 3220 zone, that could spell trouble for the markets moving forward, as we could continue to see more selling out of the US markets and globally.
So for this week in the news, I first wanted to cover the main coronavirus numbers. Second, I wanted to go over what new countries have outbreaks. And lastly, I want to bring it back home and talk about what's going on here in the United States. So first off, we have over 80,000 cases currently worldwide and over 2,600 deaths. Now, most of those are located in China. Now, some new countries that have outbreaks are South Korea, Japan, and Italy. And Italy is the most recent country to actually lock down cities due to the rapid spread of the virus. Now, here in the US, it's being reported that we have 35 cases throughout the country. 18 of those are passengers from the Diamond Princess cruise line that was in Japan. Now, they were misdiagnosed and shipped back to the United States. Now, for some reason, those 18 passengers have been split up. 11 of them have gone to Nebraska, 5 are in San Antonio, Texas, and 2 are in California. Now, it's very difficult to try to gather all of the information about the coronavirus, even here in the US, where the information is readily available. Just an example, the USA Today is reporting that 5 people are quarantined in San Antonio, Texas right now due to the coronavirus. But KXAN, the main news station in San Antonio, Texas, is reporting that over 200 people are there being quarantined for the virus. Now, also, the most recent news story that we've seen out of Michigan is that over 300 people are currently being monitored for the coronavirus. So currently it's being reported that the death rate for the coronavirus is sitting at 2%, which is higher than the flu. But that's not the reason that we're concerned. The reason that we're concerned is that the rapid outbreaks are causing lockdowns, which is hurting supply chains worldwide. In other news, with the win in Nevada, Bernie Sanders is currently leading the Democratic Party to represent them in the election for 2020. But most analysts, when running the numbers, are predicting that Bernie Sanders won't receive enough delegates to actually win the nomination outright. and the Democratic National Convention will end up being a brokered convention. That essentially means a handful of superdelegates will end up deciding who runs on the Democratic ticket. Now, Mike Bloomberg is actually starting to strategize and work with the superdelegates to position himself to take that role.
Our focus this week is going to continue to be on the coronavirus, and now that we know how severe it is globally, we want to find out exactly how many people in the United States are affected by this virus and how that could affect the markets in the United States over the next coming months.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel and also share our video.